This week, while some warriors leave their final duty of war, others prepare for the upcoming battle. This is the midweek wrap-up. You good? All right. So we're going to start off... Calm down. We're going to start off with NXT, where we open up with Nikki Cross defeating Mercedes Martinez. And then while Nikki is kind of... bleeding from the nose, and she's being Nikki. She's approached by Candice LeRae. Candice asking...
Candice is upset that Nikki tattled.
Like, what did you think was going to happen? I just...
She was hoping Johnny was going to get away scot-free.
Apparently. But then she was approached by Aleister Black. To which Aleister asked her if or where Johnny was, and she said that he wasn't there. And he then told her that her husband was gone, which I believe is what she told him.
No, he said that his future is gone.
His future is gone. Oh, I didn't hear the future part. I was just very confused as to why, after asking her and her telling him that he wasn't there, that he said that he was gone.
Yeah, essentially, Aleister is saying that since Johnny did what he did, Aleister's goal is to eradicate Johnny Gargano out of NXT.
Yeah, and we'll jump ahead because Aleister even gave a warning to William Regal, saying that any future that Johnny Gargano has will fade to black, and so Aleister Black, in the words of William Regal, will get his pound of flesh as he will face Johnny Wrestling at NXT TakeOver War Games, as well as the Velveteen Dream challenging Tommaso Ciampa for the NXT Championship.
Lars was cranky about that.
Yeah, he was breaking stuff. And now, next week, he's going to try and break the Velveteen Dream. But this week, we had the Street Profits finally defeat the Mighty and get back the Solo Cup and the Chains. We had Matt Riddle debut and defeat Luke Menzies. We had a little bit of a backstage altercation post their NXT Women's Championship match in Evolution. Kyrie is very upset with what happened with the Four Horsewomen. And Shayna just kept talking shit. And it was actually like an agent that had to tell Kyrie to calm the hell down. We'll also get Lacey Evans live next week. And this week we had Oni and Danny, 1 and 2. Lorcan and Birch, whatever you want to call them, defeat Raul Mendoza and Humberto Carrillo. And
Martin and Biff.
You could, but that's not their NXT names. And then, in our main event, that never actually happened, the War Raiders just crashed an Undisputed Era promo. And then this turned into the War Raiders destroying all 4 members. The 4 members coming back and starting to win. Ricochet joining the fray, everything heading towards the ring, Undisputed Era starting to win again, and then we got Pete Dunne in a chair, and it was just a really bad day for the Undisputed Era, and then it got worse when William Regal announced that those 8 men will be in our War Games match this year. So it will be the Undisputed Era versus War Raiders, Ricochet, and Pete Dunne.
That should be fun.
That's going to be fan-fucking-tastic, and I'm so excited for it. Then on 205 Live, we had Brian Kendrick defeat Jack Gallagher with a little help from Tozawa, who stopped Drew Gulak from getting involved. Cedric had a conversation with Drake Maverick. Drake, he wanted to know why there was a number one contenders match when he still should get a rematch, and Drake's just giving him a little bit of time to kind of get back, get out of his own head because he's on a losing streak currently. He wants him to have a real fair chance. Instead of rushing back into a title rematch. So when Drake decides it's okay, then Cedric will get his rematch.
Yeah, you want a title match? Stop losing.
Yeah, that's how that works. Grand Metalik defeated a jobber. Then TJP stole his mask. Then he ran into Mike and Maria. And now we have a
potential working relationship.
Yeah, so in the coming weeks, we should expect to see Lucha House Party versus TJP, Mike, and Maria Kanellis. Right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Or the Revival debut on 205 Live.
Seeking revenge. Next week, we are going to get Buddy Murphy versus Mandrews because we're going to be in the UK next week.
Yeah, Buddy Murphy's like, I'm going to go to the UK and say, I'm the Juggernaut, bitch.
And he wants to beat up an NXT UK guy. And then in the main event...
Yeah, I thought it was like an interesting way he went about it, because he's like, oh, well, I'm the best from this brand, so I want to go and fight the best from their brand. But it's not Pete Dunne.
I'm not going to fight the champion.
I'm the champion of this brand, but I'm going to be a little bitch baby and not fight their champion, because he's 500 days champion. I'm 5 days.
Like
champion.
he didn't even try to go like a step down and be like, oh, I'll go against Tyler Bate, the former champion. No, he's just, I'm gonna go against Manders, the guy that was in the tournament, but not quite the winner, semifinalist, I believe.
Yeah. Semifinalist of the first tournament.
Yeah. Anyway, then in the main event, Mustafa Ali defeated Tony Nese with a jackknife pin to become the number one contender for the Cruiserweight title. And then we almost had a Cedric turn, but we didn't have a Cedric turn.
Man, it was the crowd.
It was right there.
The crowd was so ready for it to happen when he picked Mustafa up with the head under the arm,
and then launched his arm. He launched his arm over his own head, and the whole crowd went, "Oh!"
And then
he's just like, "Hey, he's cool. It's good."
That was a really good... Like, I don't know if it was done intentionally.
I think it was.
Yeah,
I think it was totally intentional.
If it was, then it was, like, perfect.
Well done, Cedric. Then on Lucha Underground, night 1 of Ultima Lucha Cuatro, we open up with Captain Vasquez giving up her half of the immortality necklace that has kept her and, kept Katrina alive for a while. Aerostar asking for the necklace, saying that the whole necklace is needed to be given to someone else, and it is for the fate of the world. Don't know who that's supposed to be. They didn't do that.
Probably Phoenix.
Maybe. He's pretty sure Phoenix is just fucked. But you never know. Then, our first match was a 3-way eliminator for the Trios Championships. The Rabbit Tribe was eliminated by a victory roll from Sammy Guevara on Paul London. And then Sammy's mouth exploded. Because the White Rabbit's hand did it. So then
down the rabbit hole.
Yeah. Jesus.
That's what they call it, man.
Then Exo and Evilise were left to fight off the Reptile Tribe by themselves, and they were unsuccessful when Exo tapped out to an armbar. And the Reptile Tribe are still the Trios champions. Then Taya Mundo defeated Ricky Mundo. Then he got chokeslammed through a table.
And his doll stolen.
Yeah, we're still not sure what Taya's going to do with the doll. That was never... That thread wasn't followed.
I hope she starts dressing the doll up as herself.
That'd be creepy.
She's going to start dressing the doll up as Taya. And then, like, every time, like, Ricky's in earshot, you just hear, like, the doll complaining about the outfits.
Oh, God. And then in the main event, Mask versus Mask, Son of Havoc defeated Killshot with a shooting star on a stretcher. We then found out that Killshot's real name is Lieutenant Jermaine Strickland, and then he was relieved of duty by his former compatriot, Dante Fox. And that is how we went off the air with Ultima Lucha Part 1. Next week we'll have Part 2. Kevin, usually. I mean, if they did Part 3 and there's not a Part 2, is it really Part 3?
No. I mean, not really.
Exactly. Anyway.
What if they do Part 3 and then they go back and do Part 2 afterwards?
Well, they said it was a 2-night event, so...
Yeah.
If we get
they still got quite a bit to, like, try and jam into the one night.
They do. We'll see how that goes.
Yeah.
Anyway, what did you like about the midweek?
I liked a lot.
Yeah?
I'm gonna give my likey to the Undisputed Era versus everyone else brawl.
Yeah.
That's my like. It was a good brawl. It traveled. It went different directions. And by the end of it all came back.
Yeah. It was like, hey, we're supposed to have a match in the ring.
I just loved, like, at one point, War Raiders and all 4 members of Undisputed Era, like, spilled out.
Mm-hmm.
And they're all fighting on the outside, and Ricochet joins in, and him and Adam Cole kind of split off a little bit, but they're still fighting outside. They've found like a guardrail and a ladder, and they're fighting over by that. And then all of a sudden, like, it just cuts to another camera angle, and for some reason, Rowe and Roderick Strong are already in a building. Like, so, like, it just seemed like they were already somewhere in, like, it seemed like almost like it was going to be a different building.
They're on the other side of Orlando at this point. They've just fought across the city. Yeah, no, it was fun. Like,
and then he hip tossed Roderick Strong back into the room.
And Roddy fucking committed to that shit.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, it was a lot of fun. I wasn't expecting the War Raiders to pull Adam Cole back through that curtain. And then just destroy their promo.
Yeah, go figure that probably from now on they're going to request no more curtains for their promos.
Yeah, they're going to make sure they have their backs to a wall so they know when and where and if someone's coming after them. I'm going to give my life...
And then it just, because it became the announcement for a 4 versus 4 War Games.
Yeah. How stoked are you?
If they follow by traditional rules, I'm going to be extra stoked, but I'm just kind of glad...
It's already better than last year.
Yeah, because there's not going to be 3 shark cages.
Nope, only 2.
I don't even think there's going to be shark cages. I think it's going to just be entrances, like...
Okay, so ideally, the shark cages are gone. It's officially 2 teams of 4.
Yeah.
What else are you expecting between now and TakeOver?
I don't know. I mean,
what for you is going to make it feel like a real War Games between now and then?
I mean, there's not going to be a lot other than maybe if there's a little bit more definition of the rules.
Okay.
Because they didn't do a lot of that prior to the first one.
True. The only rules they went over was that each team would get a new member, or like each team would be released in certain amount of intervals, and it wasn't like you get one member. It was like the rest of your team comes down.
So what I'm going to say is it's just all about the build from here on out, because I mean, that's it. Like, the 3 marquee matches of the TakeOver have been made already.
Yeah, absolutely.
So what needs to happen is, obviously, just because of the beef with Ricochet and Pete Dunne, there's not cohesiveness yet. It's not 100% a cohesive team.
Okay.
What we need is to crack that open a little bit more. Not a lot. But, like, just have them address the fact that they're not buddy-buddy.
Okay.
Maybe another slip-up in a tag match where this time Pete hits Ricochet or something, or vice versa. And then the go-home show, the problem gets resolved, and all 4 of them unify.
Okay.
As, like...
So then you have 2, like... 2 solid teams going into this match.
Yeah, because that's what it's going to be. Like, going in, Undisputed Era can have this claim like, oh, well, these guys aren't on the same page, yada, yada, yada. And then on that last show before TakeOver, you get it. So all 4 guys are, standing in the ring together, celebrating, shaking hands and whatnot. So then you're like, oh, now Undisputed Era is going to actually have competition.
All right. I like it. I like where it's at. All right. I'm going to give my like to the Street Profits versus the Mighty. I've loved the first 2 matches that these 2 teams have had. I like the mindset that Ford and Dawkins get into going into this. They weren't quite as serious as they were last time.
No.
But Montez was still in fucking fight mode.
It was a little bit... The detriment to that was that they came out first.
Yeah.
It helped last time that the Mighty were out first, so then the Street Profits had the target to, like, charge and be all like...
Yeah. And I think they still kind of did it in a way this week where, they're having a good time because they're the only ones out there. And then as soon as the music stopped, Montez just went stone face and was just, like, ready for the Mighty to come to the ring, and then the match was awesome. It was a lot of good back and forth. Awesome finish from Montez Ford with the springboard frog splash. And yeah, Street Profits finally got their... Well, Ford really has his stuff back. They didn't steal anything from Dawkins. Unless they have a headband somewhere that they didn't bring to the ring. But regardless, fantastic match. I definitely wouldn't mind seeing these two teams go at it maybe one more time. Maybe to decide new number one contenders for tag team titles.
Yeah. Or maybe the Mighty will just go to Evolve and challenge the Street Profits for the tag belts.
That could potentially happen.
Yeah.
All right.
Could.
What did you love?
I'm going to stick with NXT on this one. Nikki Cross versus Mercedes Martinez.
Yeah?
Solid match. One of the longer and most versatile matches that Nikki Cross has had on TV so far. Definitely one of the most established people that's a total badass as an opponent. Next to maybe her short feud with Asuka. That, like, having Mercedes Martinez kind of come out and be like, oh shit, here's like a legitimate threat to like somebody who's tough enough that they can withstand the random onslaught that Nikki Cross's offense is.
Yeah. And I Nikki has those moments where, when she does have a tough competitor or at least somewhat of a difficult match, then, she changes from that, like, intensity, and then she gets that just, like, she wants to do it again. She had that moment with Mercedes at the end where she was just, like, they were face to face, and then she started smiling and just kept saying, that was fun. That was fun. And Mercedes is like, yeah, that's cool. I'm going to leave now.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, it's the same thing with the Bianca feud, where she was like,
let's
play again.
Yeah, she wants to play again with Bianca. It's just, I like seeing Mercedes Martinez stick around. I don't foresee her signing anytime soon, but it's nice to see her pop in every now and again and have some matches with some ladies. I'm gonna give my love also to NXT because, it's always good to see Oni and Danny, but Humberto and Raul,
yeah,
y'all came to fucking play this week. That was so cool. Like, I know that Raul is good. We've only seen Humberto in one match. And for him to come in and them to have as much offense against Oni and Danny as they did, like, I wasn't sure if this was going to be a, like, hey, Oni and Danny are back, here we go, or if this is going to be a fucking coming out party for Humberto and Raul, because they were really taking it to him.
It was really kind of both.
Yeah, it was awesome.
And the cool thing is, and this is where I think the main rosters, both Raw and SmackDown, need to step up, is, like, NXT's... One of the big drawing points for me for NXT is the tag team division.
Yeah.
Is stacked in NXT. And you have a lot of, like... You have good tag teams already in play on Raw and SmackDown, and then a lot of, like, random pairings that keep popping up together everywhere. And
then some teams just get shit on.
But, no matter how many teams it seems that Raw or SmackDown seem to have, the tag division might get like a 1 or 2 week boost for like a storyline, and then it goes by the wayside.
And it seems to both shows seem to revolve around the same 3 teams.
Yeah,
they're like on SmackDown we've seen like the club kind of come back in, and then as soon as it's over, the club disappear. We've seen the Colognes come in, and they start to get a push, and all of a sudden they disappear, and it's like they're never a factor ever again. It's just like well, they're done, so we're back to the Bar, the Usos, the New Day. We're back to the same few teams that are always seemingly in the title picture.
And then over on Raw, it's like even more ridiculous because you have
a lot of throw together teams.
Yeah, but then you have established teams. Like the Ascension
and the Authors of Pain.
Well, the Authors of Pain, the Revival.
Yeah.
But these teams, for whatever reason, keep getting the backseat to the Seth Rollins, Jason Jordan, the Bobby Roode, Chad Gable, the throw together teams that don't necessarily make sense, and aren't actually going to go anywhere. And they just kind of use the already established teams to boost up their random put-togethers.
Yeah, and so back to this, you have Oni and Danny, who are an established team, who are on the comeback, and you would expect in WWE fashion they just wipe the floor with Humberto and Raul, but they did not because they didn't get a chance to, because these guys come in and start flying around the ring and
lucha-ing.
It was so much fun to watch. It kept me invested. I wasn't sure what team was going to win because they really gave it a chance to go either way, and that's what we want. Competition. That's what really this show specifically thrives on, is NXT really feels competitive, and it's one of its best attributes. Okay, did you dislike anything? I can go first because mine is real quick.
Go for it.
Cobra Moon. What the fuck? Alright, I get that you were trying to be fancy. But first off, you don't run at Jeremiah Snake and then bend over for a powerbomb. That was dumb to begin with. Then it was worse when Jeremiah powerbombed you onto and you bounced off of the White Rabbit. That was so dumb from beginning to end. Don't ever fucking do that again. And then later on, she was real late to a 3-way super kick. Like, Jeremiah and Dago were on fucking point, and then she just kind of threw her leg up like I'm gonna kick him too.
At the very beginning, when there was like a 5-person super kick on the White Rabbit,
it
was the same thing. She was
last. Was she late?
She wasn't as late, but she was the last person to get the memo.
Anyway, super kicks aside, don't run into a powerbomb that's gonna fail because it's dumb. It's dumb. Did you dislike anything?
I don't know. I won't say that I disliked it.
Okay.
But I will say that I thought 205 Live was very meh this week.
Yeah.
The matches weren't bad. The storylines weren't terrible. It's just, it's like, hey, there's a thing, like, generally on the midweek wrap-ups, the likes and loves are very evenly spread out.
Yeah.
But all four, both likes, both loves, all went to NXT this week.
We stuck with NXT this week.
Which states something because, 205 Live usually gets at least one of the four, and then Lucha Underground is in their
finale.
Yeah, their finale, and they didn't get one. Not to take away, the matches were good.
Yeah. I don't know. For me, 205 Live and Lucha Underground lacked a lot of their usual wow factor this week. And I don't know if it was... I don't know. For me, as far as 205 Live is considered, Grand Metro Lake's jobber never got a name. The best part of that whole situation was TJP running into Mike and Maria. Brian versus Jack was good. I was more hyped about Tozawa coming out and helping at the end. And then Tony Nese just... Man, I like Mustafa, and you're making me not like Mustafa. Stop it. And then, Ultima Lucha, usually Ultima Lucha Night 1, kicks off, and we're fucking amped for the next however many nights there are. But
yeah, I think the bad point was that 3-way trios match, because it was kind of really clusterfucky.
Oh yeah, especially when they made it Tornado Rules.
Yeah, and it just
so you just had 9. You had 9 people running around like fucking maniacs.
I liked the Taya versus Ricky match.
It was alright.
But, and there's another thing too about it, is it was fast.
Yeah.
That was the thing I didn't appreciate. So I never felt like Taya was actually in danger.
Oh, no. She dominated that match.
Like, that's one
Ricky didn't have a friggin' chance.
That's something that should have been done differently.
Yeah.
Is that, like, sure, Taya's all piss and vinegar going into the match, but Ricky needed a moment.
Yeah.
Because this whole thing has been building up Ricky, and then he got nothing out of it.
Yeah, he didn't have...
He didn't need to win.
His biggest claim to fame was releasing Matanza on the wedding. That's been his biggest moment. Like, nothing else.
He didn't murder the guy.
It was an extra guy who hadn't been on for the entirety of the season. Hadn't been on since, like, almost the middle of season 3. So it was a guy that I had to take a second and go, where was this guy from again? So, like, when I finally remember, I was like, oh yeah, it's the publicist guy.
Now he's dead.
Fuck him. He could have been dead.
Necrophilia.
No, not. Stop.
You said it.
You took it a different direction.
He's dead. Fuck him.
All right. So you killed Zach.
Fuck him.
We're done here.
We are.
Step it up next week. NXT. Keep doing your thing.
Yeah, if Ultima Lucha is only going to be a 2-day thing, we have, like, Johnny versus Matanza. We have
Penta versus Marty.
Is that it? No, we have the death match between the Mac and
Muertes.
Muertes.
I feel like there's one more.
And 2 out of 3, isn't it? 2 out of 3
falls. Yeah, 2 out of 3 falls.
Between Phoenix and Dragon Azteca.
Yeah.
So if they're going to try to fit all 4 of those things, it's going to be bad.
Yeah.
Because no one's going to get enough time.
Yeah. I mean, there was technically 4 matches on this one because we had 2 eliminations in the trios match. And so if we're going to go the same... yeah.
The pacing felt really rushed.
Yeah. Unless next week is an extended episode.
Yeah.
That'd be cool. That would benefit them a lot. I don't know. It's tough to fit these 3 minutes and 45 minutes or these 3 matches in 45 minutes and make us really care. So, with that being said, that is it for the midweek wrap up, guys. Thanks for watching.
Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.
Click those links down below.
There's so many social media links.
You can subscribe to a podcast and listen to old ones, but we can't upload new ones because it's fucked up somehow.
Yeah.
But you can check out Reasonable Wrestling Fans.
It's reasonable to W.
Like wrestling. We have a list with Kevin Hawk, Question of the Week with Thomas Wolf, other videos loosely based around wrestling, but just a couple days ago we had a brand new unboxing, probably the last one for the year,
we got the
from our friends. Yeah, we did. At Pro Wrestling Crate, yes, where we got Papa Shango, little micro brawler. We got some cool shirts. We got a lot of this stuff up here from other boxes. You can go check out and see what we got. Let us know what other types of boxes we should check out. Maybe we can do another battle of the boxes.
We'd like to make the boxes fight.
It's fun.
Box fight.
We just sit here and
box fight.
Thanks for watching, guys, and we'll see you at whatever video you decide to watch next.
Fuck Modus. Box fight.
What if we put Mojo Rawley in one box and we put Titus O'Neil in another box?
Burn them both.